Afternoon, and thanks for tuning in to First at 4. I'm Don Jorgensen.
And I'm Kelly Volk. Authorities are investigating the deadly shooting of a 30-year-old hunter in western South Dakota yesterday afternoon.
According to the Meade County Sheriff's Office, deputies arrived on the scene at around 2:30 p.m. and found a man who had been shot once while walking through a field. Dylan Evans of Piedmont died at the scene. The incident remains under investigation.
The Brookings County Sheriff's Office is looking for a driver who passed a school bus while its lights were activated and children were getting off. It happened on Thursday afternoon on Highway 13. The bus driver reported seeing a black Ford SUV pass the bus. The vehicle had a partial South Dakota license plate of 6JD. Anyone with information about this case can call the Brookings County Sheriff's Office or Crime Stoppers.
Today marks 10 years since a Woonsocket woman was last seen, and authorities have been searching for her ever since. On November 13, 2013, Rachel Cyriacks picked up her husband from jail. Authorities say that Brad Cyriacks was the last person to see her. Court records show the couple had a rocky past. Rachel had filed a protection order against Brad just a few months earlier, but he was never charged in connection with her disappearance. If you have any information that could help with the investigation into what happened to Rachel Cyriacks, you should call the DCI at 605-773-3331. You can also contact your local law enforcement.
The dry, windy weather has authorities in Yankton County implementing a burn ban. The emergency manager says no open burning is allowed today or tomorrow. Everyone is asked to refrain from open burns until conditions get better.
Yeah, it's been really dry. It sounds like it's going to stay dry for a while.
I can't remember the last time we had any moisture, Adam.
Well, I went through the archives, actually, just before the show. October 28th in Sioux Falls was the last time we had any kind of measurable moisture that wasn't a trace. And that was when we had half an inch of snowfall here in southeastern KELOLAND. But we are going to try, keyword, try, get something in place by the start of next week. Until then, we're going to have to play a waiting game. In terms of temperatures, though, it has not felt like early November on multiple occasions. We've been all over the place over the last 7 days. 3 days in the mid-60s, a couple of the 50s, Friday being the outlier. This past Friday, rather, only getting up to 43. Keep that 40s in mind from this past Friday. You might see that again in the 7-day forecast. Meanwhile, at Great Bear, 64, though. A beautiful afternoon out there. South wind at 15 miles per hour. Just a little bit of high-level cloud cover out there in the distance, and that really has been it. It's been a great day to get outside. We're near 70 in Pierre, over 70 in Phillips, 70 on the dot for Rapid City, 67 in Pine Ridge, 68 Chamberlain, 67 Winter and Mitchell, 60 for Brookings, but some 50s out there up to the northeast from Aberdeen to Ortonville into Watertown as well. And yeah, it's been pretty breezy too. Winds mainly out of the south at 15 to 25 miles per hour, and we have seen some higher gusts earlier this afternoon. Pine Ridge had a gust of 51 miles per hour that was posted. That's why they, along with other portions of south central and southwestern KELOLAND, are in a wind advisory through tonight. Then you see a second wind advisory out to the east along the Buffalo Ridge toward Marshall. That is in effect for tomorrow and goes until 5 p.m. Central Time. Regardless, gusts above 50 miles per hour are not out of the question. And through the rest of this evening, there is also a red flag warning due to heightened fire weather concerns for everybody shaded in pink, including the Pierre, Chamberlain, Huron, and Mitchell areas. You will want to be mindful with any outdoor heat sources. And of course, those same rules apply down toward Yankton, where their burn ban is also in place. For the day tomorrow, another warm and windy day in southeastern KELOLAND. So another round of heightened fire weather concerns will be in place with that mix of sun and clouds. To the northeast, we'll see more of the same with temperatures up in the 60s, but a few low 60s out toward the hills for your day on Tuesday. We'll keep with the milder weather for a little while longer, but as I mentioned at the top of the show, there is change on the way. We'll talk about that and the rest of your forecast as we head through the hour.
Thanks, Adam. St. Paul voters made it clear on election night they want better roads and they're willing to pay for it. They approved a 1% sales tax to raise money to get it done. Dave Schumann looks at which streets are in line for a makeover.
Get used to seeing a lot more of this in St. Paul. The city projects a new sales tax approved by voters Tuesday will raise $1 billion for road construction projects over the next 15 to 20 years.
Hopefully that they will take care of what needs to be taken care of.
Anyone who lives in St. Paul knows that the streets are not in great shape, and especially during the winter.
Now,
we have to deliver, yeah.
That's St. Paul's Public Works Director.
We have this important responsibility now to get the work done, to do a good job. I mean, the public gave us their trust.
Here's the plan. 44 miles of roads will be redone. Big ones, too.
You know, it's Hamlin, it's Shepherd, it's Grand, it's Earl, Summit. It's all these really important streets.
And the city says this isn't the temporary patching you see every winter. It's more permanent than that.
With the sales tax money, rather than fixing the potholes, we fix the streets. So we go in, we dig out the street, we put a new sidewalk, new curb.
All sounds well and good, but there's skepticism, too.
What are they really going to use the money for?
I'm hoping that they'll use it appropriately.
One of the questions that everybody has is, will this money actually be spent on the street? And it has to. We're violating state law if we don't take all of the revenue and use it for only the project.
The first project, once the sales tax kicks in next April, will be Grand Avenue between Fairview and Snelling.
St. Paul's streets are going to be dramatically better in 15 years.
In St. Paul, David Schumann, WCCO News.
The 1% increase brings St. Paul's sales tax to 9.875%, which is the highest in the state. Some of the tax money will also go toward parks, playgrounds, and rec centers.
Meanwhile, current construction sites in Minneapolis have become a target for thieves. Police say in at least 14 incidents this month, a group of juveniles has targeted construction workers. The vehicle break-ins are even happening while they're on the job.
They have things that they keep in their cars, and you know they're working, just trying to do their job, and they're vulnerable, and it's kind of sad that they're getting victimized.
Police encourage workers to lock their vehicles, never store personal documents inside, and then keep serial numbers of work tools in case they are found.